everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Luck of the Irish be with you and all that. We are on day 2 of full quarantine here in the Bay Area. And what better time to talk about books than now when most of us are sitting at home trying to figure out what we want to do with ourselves. As you may have guessed, one of the things that I do with or without quarantine is read a lot of books. And what better time when the world is kind of upset and in chaos about all of this craziness than to talk about dystopia. Ooh, we all love dystopia, right? Right, I hope we do. Anyway, long before there was things like the Hunger Games that you may have heard about, just a small little franchise, made a couple of movies that were kind of popular, sort of popular. Read the books, they're better. There was a book that I really fell in love with called Winter of Fire. It is a book by Cheryl Jordan. It was published in 1992 and covers the story of a girl named Elisha, or Elisha. I'm not sure how we say her name really, because I've only ever heard it in my head. And she is one of the quelled. Her world is probably Earth, but you know, something catastrophic has happened that has blocked out the sun from being able to get to Earth, so everything's dark and gray and dirty because they rely on coal to keep themselves warm and to give them light. And she basically, you know, just goes and saves the world through a variety of events, and does so, you know, people give Hunger Games a hard time saying, oh, well, it's not about the world or the issues, it's about the love triangle. Well, this had a love triangle long before Hunger Games did. It's not the focus of the story, but it's there, and it's not as straightforward, I guess, as Hunger Games is, and definitely not as adult. There is some mention of while she's down in the mines digging for coal, she's topless because it's too hot to be out, you know, to be wearing clothing, and then there's some issue about where things were getting a little bit romantic, and then she was saying, oh no, I can't proceed with this because I need to finish my mission first. So there's nothing like direct and overly sexual about it, but just fair reading if a parent hands a kid the book. Just that is in there. And then another one that I remember reading as a child, because I didn't actually, it was published in 1992. This Winter of Fire was published in 92. I didn't actually find it until I was in college. I found it at a used bookstore. But one that I do remember reading when I was in middle school is The Giver, and this is probably one of the most famous dystopian YA books out there. This one was published in 1993. It did win, as you can see, the Newbery Medal of Honor for achievement in writing. And it is fantastic. It is disturbingly good. The society that is portrayed is very black and white, and very just curious. You know, everything seems normal at first, and then as you learn more, as Jonas learns more, he's the protagonist of the book, about the society, you just find out kind of how dark and twisted it is, and go from there. Now, like I said, I remember reading this in middle school. What I did not know until about 2 years ago was that the author, Lois Lowry, if I didn't say her name, Lois Lowry actually turned it into a quartet. The following books are Gathering Blue, and The Messenger, and Sun. They were written in 2000, 2004, and 2012, I believe. So it took her like 20 years to get through, like 19 years to get through the 4 books. And they are really good. It answered a lot of questions, you know, because The Giver just kind of ends. It has, I don't want to say, it has an ending. which is fine just reading that first one. But then this just carries on, and you can see kind of in these three what is going on with some of the characters that you met in the first book, and you get to meet some new characters and kind of get to see what's going on with people in the rest of the world that they inhabit. I know that this is at the warehouse because I got it at the warehouse. And the cool thing is that if you buy it, I didn't realize it because I just opened it today. It comes with a map. You can see a map of the Giver world and where the characters would have been, and just get an idea of how all those areas kind of connect to each other. And if you are not interested in those, or you can't get to a library or a bookstore, or Amazon won't get it to you for a couple days, or maybe you want something a little bit more modern and a little bit more adult, I guess, not overly adult necessarily, but some adult situations, you can head over to Amazon, where I have a friend who I've known since before I have had kids. We have been internet friends for a very long time and have yet to meet in person. But if you look up HD Knightley on Amazon, she's got at least 3 different series of dystopia, if you're into that. There's the Leveling series, which is definitely, I would say, emerging adult because it has some sexual situations. And then you have the Estelle series, which I got to help proofread. That was a lot of fun because I got to see you know, parts of the story unfold and change as her writing process continued. And then she's also got Violet's Mountain as well. So there's a lot available out there. I would love to hear what you're reading and what some of your favorite dystopia is out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.